Race number 1 of the evening, top of the stretch, has BS Bullet, Fireson, the Phantom Ship, Courageous Lily, Township Cassandra, Hardy Blue, Canico Victory, and Bayou Angus. They are off and pacing. Courageous Lily off the gate looking for the lead. The Phantom Ship moving out second. Up on the far outside, Township Cassandra is wide racing third. At the rail and away in 4 is BS Bullet. Fires in the outside, has 5. Bayou Angus comes away at the rail in 6, followed by Canico Victory in 7. And 8th and trailing is Hardy Blue. They move on to the backstretch. Approaching the opening quarter, Courageous Lily moves on to grab the lead. The Phantom Ship's away in the pocket. Settling in third is Township Cassandra. Next in line, BS Bullet takes a look out of 4. Holding down 5 is Bayou Angus. Fireson is out the rail in 6. Canico Victory from 7. And Hardy Blue is 8th and trailing. Single file as they move on by the 3/8. On top, a length and a half leader is Courageous Lily with the Phantom Ship giving chase out of 2. Township Cassandra 3rd. Here comes Bayou Angus on the outside 4th. Fireson follows that move on the limb in 5. At the rail and racing from 6 as they approach the half. BS Bullet to the outside goes Canico Victory, and Hardy Blue remains at the back. 29 and 4 was the opening quarter as they check into the half. And into the lower turn, it's still Courageous Lily with the lead. The half in 102 and 4. Bayou Angus is first up. Second to the inside, locked in the Phantom Ship. Third with cover and getting a good second over Journey. Fireson racing 4th. Township Cassandra with nowhere to go at the rail in 5. On the outside, Canico Victory in 6. 7th at the rail as they approach 3/4. BS Bullet and Hardy Blue can see them all. They're midway through the backside. Final time. Courageous Lily still the boss by a length and a half on the inside. The Phantom Ship reclaiming second. Fireson swinging 3 wide third. In the center 4th is Bayou Angus. Township Cassandra still with nowhere to go in 5. They head past the 7/8, 134 and 2 was the 3/4. They move off the top turn and straighten out through the lane for the final time. Led home by Courageous Lily, the Phantom Ship. 3 wide. Fireson is 3rd on the inside. And racing 4th as they drive through the stretch is Township Cassandra. Through the lane they come. It will be Courageous Lily holding on to win it. It's close for second. It looks like Township Cassandra, then Canico Victory. In the first. Riding back, the first race winner, number 4, Courageous Lily, a 5-year-old daughter of Courageous Red. Of a Grace White, Dave Carey driving, the mile in 2:07. Race number 2, Classic Charm, JK Joker, PH Terminator, Blitzy Treasure, and Cocan Willie. They are off and pacing. Blitzy Treasure off the gate looking for the early lead. Classic Charm moving out at the rail. JK Joker gets away 3rd. PH Terminator is 4th. And 5th and trailing in the early going as they head for the backside is Cocan Willie. Up front, they're battling for the lead. Blitzy Treasure on the outside. Classic Charm at the rail. They open up 4 or 5 lengths on JK Joker, who gets away 3rd. On the inside, racing 4th. As they move past the opening quarter, PH Terminator and Cocan Willie is trailing. They check in at the opening station. Blitzy Treasure on the outside. Classic Charm at the rail. Now gives way to race second. Closing up the gap, JK Joker 3rd. 29 and 1 was the opening quarter. They move on by the 3/8. Here comes JK Joker up on the outside, now looking to take the lead away from Blitzy Treasure. Classic Charm at the rail is 3rd. PH Terminator racing 4th. Cocan Willie is 5th and at the back of the field. Off the turn, they approach the halfway point. JK Joker now clears the lead with Blitzy Treasure sitting 2nd. Classic Charm now 3rd. PH Terminator a closer 4th, and still 5th and trailing is Cocan Willie. They dip into the bend on their way past the 5/8. JK Joker's the boss by 1 length over Blitzy Treasure. Classic Charm at the rail 3rd. Racing 4th and looking to the outside, PH Terminator. 59 and 4 was the half. They move on to the backside. Final time led to the 3/4 by JK Joker. Here comes PH Terminator advancing on the outside. Now moving up to within a half a length of JK Joker. Also on the move is Cocan Willie on the lane. PH Terminator drives right on by JK Joker. Cocan Willie moving up on the outside now to give chase second. J.K. Joker tails off third with Blitzy Treasure fourth, and Classic Charm is now trailing 3/4 in 1:31 and 2. An eighth to come as they continue off the top turn. PH Terminator, but here comes Cocan Willie taking aim second. J.K. Joker third. They drive to the stretch. Final time. Cocan Willie on the outside now taking over. Cocan Willie getting up to win it. PH Terminator finishes second. Third, J.K. Joker. Second race winner, number 5, Cocan Willie, a 7-year-old gelding by Quality Blue Chip. But Nathaniel Spence, Kevin Pinkney drives the mile in 2:01 and 2/5. Race number 3 has Major Governor, Able Flyer, Too Legit to Quit, Sonoma Benbolt, Old Ham Boomer, Diplomat Sandy, Garvan's Playboy, and Saturday's Child. They are off, and as they leave the gate off stride, Too Legit to Quit. Moving out at the rail for the lead is Major Governor. Able Flyer will take cover second. Outside racing third, Old Ham Boomer. Away in the 4th spot as they head by the opening 8th is Sonoma Benbolt. At the rail and in 5, Garvan's Playboy. Saturday's Child has 6, Diplomat Sandy in 7. And well back in trailing after the break leaving is Too Legit to Quit. They continue through the backstretch and on to the opening quarter. Major Governor emerging with the lead. Now settling in the pocket is Old Ham Boomer. Next in line and racing out of 3 is Able Flyer, holding down the 4 spot. Sonoma Benbolt from 5, Garvan's Playboy. Saturday's Child racing in 6. 7 is Diplomat Sandy, and Too Legit to Quit trails. They were by the first quarter in 31 and 1/5 second. They make their way off the top turn. Major Governor leads them up to the halfway point. Here comes Able Flyer. First over, second, Old Ham Boomer. Is now locked in the pocket third. Sonoma Benbolt covered up on the limb 4th. Garvan's Playboy hemmed in at the rail in 5. Saturday's Child racing from 6. Diplomat Sandy in 7, and Too Legit to Quit. They continue into the bend on their way to the 5/8. Major Governor still the boss by 1. Old Ham Boomer reclaiming second. Able Flyer on the outside is third. Locked in, Garvan's Playboy 4th. Second over in 5 is Sonoma Benbolt. Saturday's Child 6. Coming wide from 7 is Diplomat Sandy, and still treading Too Legit to Quit. 1:03 and a 3 1/2. They approach 3/4. Major Governor by a length and a half. Old Ham Boomer second. Able Flyer on the outside third. Sonoma Benbolt tipping 3 wide 4th. 5th and still locked in at the rail is Garvan's Playboy. On the extreme outside, Diplomat Sandy from 6. Saturday's Child and Too Legit to Quit. Midway through the final turn, 3/4 in 1:36. Major Governor still leading the way by 1. Old Ham Boomer at the rail is second. They make the final turn. Major Governor is leading them to the payoff. Old Ham Boomer second. Able Flyer the outside third. They drive to the stretch. Major Governor, they're not catching him. He wins it by 2.5 lengths. It's close for second. It could be Sonoma Benbolt. The winner of race 3, number 1, Major Governor, 4-year-old son of Sly Governor, of Connie Williams, trained by Sonny Dunbar, Robert Laffin driving, the mile in 2:08 and 4/5. Race 4, top of the stretch has Poetic Forecast, Blue Mineral first, Percenter Celtic, PEI Angel, Silent Assault, The Little Wonder, Hustling Abbey, and Paris Model. They are off and pacing. Poetic Forecast out the rail. Percenter Celtic up wide on the outside is second. In the center, Blue Mineral first gets away third. Silent Assault tucks in 4th. Away racing in 5 as they continue by the 8th is A Little Wonder. Settling in the 6th spot, Hustling Abbey. PEI Angel has 7, and 8th and treading the field is Paris Model. They move on to the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Blue Mineral first now, hustling up to take over the lead from Poetic Forecast. Center Celtic at the rail is next in line third. Silent Assault 4th. 5th, A Little Wonder up on the outside. PEI Angel is first up in 6. At the rail in 7 is Hustling Abbey. And trailing the field That is Paris Model. 31-1 was the opening panel. They continue off the top turn, racing in front of the grandstand, approaching the half. On top, Blue Mineral first by 1 length. Tied up racing second, Poetic Forecast. With Percenter Celtic racing third along the rail. Silent Assault is fourth. PEI Angel on the limb in 5. Sixth and moving to the outside is A Little Wonder. Then Hustling Abbey has 7. And still at the back is Paris Model. They wheel into the bend on their way to the 5/8. Blue Mineral first, still in charge by 1 length, moving out of the pocket. And a challenge for the lead is Poetic Forecast. With cover on the limb is Percenter Celtic third. On the inside, Silent Assault fourth. PEI Angel fifth. Hustling Abbey saving ground at the rail, moving up into the 5 spot as they approach 3/4. 103 1/2. It's still Blue Mineral first. Poetic Forecast in pursuit. Second inside. Third is Silent Assault saving ground. Out there, 3 wide. Percenter Celtic racing fourth. Hustling Abbey locked in at the rail in 5. PEI Angel 6. Then A Little Wonder, and moving wide from the back of the field is Paris Model. 135 3/4. They head past the 7/8. Blue Mineral first, clinging to the lead. They're just by a neck on the outside. Poetic Forecast. Silent Assault awaits the passing lane third. They make the final turn. Poetic Forecast on the outside now takes over the lead. Up on the outside is the number 8 entry, Paris Model. In the center, Percenter Celtic gets close. A 3-way photo for win. Winner number 1, Poetic Forecast, a 4-year-old mare by Call for Rain. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Keith Doyle. The mile in 2:07 1/5. Race number 5 of the evening has Township Mimi, Diamond Almahurst, Flying Romance, Rebel Forever, Marmashidino, Kill Karen Jake, Live It Up, Danger Bear, and Rainbow Coalition. They are off and pacing off the gate quickly. Rebel Forever from the outside. Township Mimi leaves alertly from the rail, followed out by Rainbow Coalition on the inside third. On the limb, Flying Romance will tuck in fourth. Outside and racing in 5 in the early going as they head by the opening 8th. And onto the backside for time 1 is Kill Karen Jake out front and leading the way by 1 length. That's Rebel Forever. Away racing second, Township Mimi. Not content with the pocket, Township Mimi drives on now to recapture the lead. Rebel Forever giving way to race second, third. Along the rail as they head into the turn is Rainbow Coalition. Flying Romance stepping to the outside in 4. Moving up on the outside and pacing in 5 is Diamond Almahurst. Out the rail, Marmashidino has 6. Parked out, Kill Karen Jake in 7. Off the turn, racing in 8 is Danger Bear, and Live It Up is trailing. 30 seconds was the opening quarter. Through the stretch, they approach the half. Flying Romance on the outside, challenging Township Mimi for the lead as they check into the half. Flying Romance on the outside with the lead. Township Mimi racing second. Rebel Forever third. Outside fourth is Diamond Almahurst. They race on now to the 5/8, the half. In 1:01 and 2/5 seconds, Flying Romance is taken over by a length and a half. Township Mimi second. Diamond Almahurst on the outside now third. Rebel Forever is fourth. Marmashidino on the outside has 5. At the rail, Rainbow Coalition racing from 6. Up on the outside in 7 is Danger Bear. They move past the 3/4. Flying Romance now being challenged by Diamond Almahurst, and Diamond Almahurst is forging to the top. Flying Romance second. Marmashidino on the outside is now third. Township Mimi racing fourth. Danger Bear coming 3 wide into the 5 spot. They head past the 7/8, 132 and 3 the 3/4. Diamond Almahurst by 2.5 lengths. Flying Romance trying to hang in second. Outside racing third is Marmashidino. 3 wide. Fourth is Danger Bear. They drive to the lane. Diamond Almahurst. Marmashidino is now second. Diamond Almahurst will win it. Marmashidino finishing second. Flying Romance third. The winner of race 5, number 2, Diamond Almahurst, a 5-year-old daughter of Ralph Hanover, owned by Alan Endries. Dave Carey driving the mile in 2:04 and 3/5. Race number 6 of the evening, MD Calcium, Bio Gulliston, Mac Combo, Line of Fire, Kids Brother, Moorview John, LF Beauty, Helen's Memory. In the back tier is Tarwin Ready. They are off and pacing as they lead the gate on the inside. MD Calcium's a way to grab the early lead, hustling up on the outside, looking for the top spot. Line of Fire up on the limb. LF Beauty gets away third. Mac Combo is fourth. Bio Gulliston looks to tuck in fifth. 3 wide in sixth is Helen's Memory. Darwin Ready gets away in 7. Kids Brother from 8. And Moorview John is ninth and trailing. They head on to the opening quarter. From the outside, LF Beauty now drives on to take charge. Leads it by a length and a half. Second is MD Calcium along the rail. Line of Fire third. Parked out Helen's Memory is fourth. Mac Combo in 5. Bio Gulliston steps to the outside in 6, followed by Darwin Ready in 7. From 8 is Moorview John, and 9th and trailing, that's Kids Brother. 30-1 was the initial station. They continue off the top turn. Out front, LF Beauty leading the way by a length and a half. MD Calcium in pursuit second. Up on the outside is Helen's Memory, parked out, locked in at the rail as they approach the halfway point. Is Line of Fire. Racing from 5 on the outside, Bio Gulliston, then Mac Combo, Tarwin Ready. Moorview John and Kids Brother can see them all as they race to the 5/8 and onto the backside. Final time. On top, LF Beauty now by 2 lengths. MD Calcium is still second. Line of Fire racing third. Helen's Memory dropping off fourth. Mac Combo along the rail in 5. The half in 1:01 and 2/5 seconds. They approach 3/4. LF Beauty there by a length and a half. MD Calcium getting a perfect journey second. Line of Fire still at the rail third. Fourth is Mac Combo. Darwin Ready coming 3 wide into 5. They move on to the upper turn. LF Beauty's the one to catch. MD Calcium now stepping out of the pocket to challenge for the lead. Line of Fire will tip 3 wide third. Mac Combo within striking range is fourth. Fifth is Bio Gulliston. 1:32 and 4 the 3/4. They straighten out to the lane for the final time. MD Calcium in the center. Down inside, LF Beauty in the passing lane. Mac Combo far outside. Line of Fire. Line of Fire gets up to win it. Second, MD Calcium. Mac Combo gets the show spot. The 6th race winner, number 4, Line of Fire, a 6-year-old gelding by Troublemaker. Owned by Stan Nelson and Ben Cavanaugh. Trained and driven by Stan Nelson, the mile 2:04 and 2/5. Race number 7 of the evening has GL Bobby. It's Miller Time, Income Wilco, Robbie's Rhythm, Bozo Stinger, Island LeBaron, Portobello Count, Record Dallas, and Blue Again. We have a recall. Once again, top of the stretch, race 7, GL Bobby, It's Miller Time, Income Wilco, Robbie's Rhythm, Bozo Stinger, Island LeBaron, Portobello Count, Record Dallas, and Blue Again. They're off and pacing. It's Miller Time off the gate with GL Bobby at the rail, out battling for the early lead as they race into the turn. Income Wilco grabs the seat third. Up on the limb, Bozo Stinger is fourth. They race on by the opening 8th. In the 5 spot is Blue Again, parked out racing in 6, Record Dallas. They continue down the backstretch for time 1, approaching the quarter. GL Bobby hustling up on the outside to take over from It's Miller Time. Here comes Income Wilco up on the outside third. At the rail and racing fourth, approaching the quarter is Bozo Stinger. From 5, that's Blue Again. Racing in 6 is Robbie's Rhythm. They continue into the turn out of the 3H, 31 seconds, the opening quarter. GL Bobby by half a length. Income Wilco on the outside is second, along the rail third. It's Miller Time. Bozo Stinger steps to the outside to pick up cover in 4. Blue Again is third over, racing in 5, then a gap of 4 lengths. Back to Robbie's Rhythm, racing from 6 on the outside in 7 as they approach the half is Island LeBaron. In front of the grandstand for the first time, Income Wilco on the outside, battling GL Bobby for the lead. In the pocket, it's Miller Time. Second over, Bozo Stinger racing in 4. Fifth on the outside, Blue Again, locked in Robbie's Rhythm from 6. Portobello Count has 7, Island LeBaron from 8. And 9th and trailing is Record Dallas. The half, 1:03 and 2. They head down the backstretch. Final time, GL Bobby by a head over Income Wilco. Bozo Stinger has to come 3 wide. As they approach 3/4, Bozo Stinger out there 3 wide. Now drives onto the lead. Second is GL Bobby. Third on the outside in come Wilco Witch Miller time. Fourth. Blue again coming up 3 wide now. Third. They head on to the upper turn. Bozo Stinger has skipped off to a 5-length advantage. Blue again on the outside is now second. GL Bobby third. Record Dallas fourth. It's Miller time on the inside fifth. 3/4 in 1:36. Through the stretch they come for the final time. Bozo Stinger by 4 open lengths. Blue again trying to close in second. GL Bobby at the rail is third. Down the lane, final time, it's all Bozo Stinger. Finishing second is Blue again. And the show spot, it's close between It's Miller time and on the outside, Robbie's Rhythm. Fighting back, the winner of race 7, number 5, Bozo Stinger, a 6-year-old gelding by Curtis Hanover. But Charles and Darren McDonald, trained by Sean Dixon, Jim Davis driving the mile in 2:07 and 1/5. Race 8, top of the stretch, has Sparkling Cloud, Calavretta Noble, Cindy Ella, Night Orchid, Barely a Breeze, Sicily, Rockin' Michael, Light and Warrior. In the back tier is Harrier. They are off and pacing from the outside. Sicily away looking for the lead against Cinderella at the rail. Sparkling Cloud. Those three out vying for the early lead with Calavretta Noble grabbing a seat fourth. They head for the opening eighth. Cinderella emerging with the top spot. Sicily will grab a seat in the pocket. Then 3-4 open lengths back to Sparkling Cloud third. Up on the outside, Harrier fourth. Calavretta Noble from 5. Night Orchid on the limb has 6. Away racing in 7 in the early going is Rockin' Michael from 8, Barely a Breeze, and Light and Warrior is 9th and trailing. They head on to the upper turn. On the outside, Sicily moving up, looking for the lead from Cindy Ella. And still 3 lengths back to now Harrier racing third. On the outside, fourth, Night Orchid. Sparkling Cloud has 5. Cindy Ella will not let Sicily by. Sicily is gathered back once again as they race off the top turn. It's now Cindy Ella reclaiming the lead. Sicily is second as they approach the half, 30 seconds the quarter. It's Cindy Ella and Sicily sitting 1-2. Tied up now third is Harrier looking to the outside. Night Orchid with cover on the limb, fourth, fifth along the rail. As they race into the turn is Sparkling Cloud. Rockin' Michael is third over, sitting in sixth. Out the rail in 7 is Calavretta Noble, then Barely a Breeze and Light and Warrior. They were by the half in 1:01. Continuing down the backside, final time, Cindy Ella leading it by half a length. Here comes Harrier now attacking on the outside at the rail. Third is Sicily with cover on the outside now third, and well spotted Night Orchid. Moving up on the outside, looking to go 3 wide is Barely a Breeze, moving up into contention now fifth. They head on to the upper turn. Harrier has taken over. Cindy Ella is second. Night Orchid the outside third. 3 wide now racing fourth is Barely a Breeze. Fifth on the outside, Rockin' Michael. Locked in Sicily from 6. 1:32 and 3 the 3/4. They race through the stretch for the final time. They're led home by Harrier as they drive to the stretch. The battle is for places. Harrier has opened up by 4. Cindy Ella and Night Orchid. Looks like Cindy Ella second is close for third between Night Orchid and Calavretta Noble. Race winner number 9, Harrier, a 12-year-old son of Fast Clip on with John Ewell and Keith Driscoll. Trained and driven by Phil Pinckney. The mile in 2:03. Race 9 of the evening, Pastu, Cotero, Township Opal, Rowdy Colt, Shockatees, If By Chance, Dusty Lane Maria, the Cloudmaker in Guinness. They're off and pacing. Pastu from the rail is away to grab the early lead. Hustling up on the outside, Rowdy Colt. He is away racing second. On the inside third is Guinness. Pacing in 4, Cotero. The outside rough gated in the early going. Township Opal racing from 5. Shockatees at the rail is 6. If By Chance parked out racing in 7. In the 8 spot, Dusty Lane Maria. And a 9th and trailing the field is the Cloudmaker. They move past the opening quarter. Out front, Pastu will dictate the early pace. Leads the field by 1. Rowdy Colt gets a Garden Trip second. Next in line third, that's Guinness, followed by Cotero fourth. Finding a seat fifth, Township Opal is still rough gated. Sixth and looking to the outside is Shakatees from 7, Dusty Lane Maria. Outside if by chance in 8, and still ninth and trailing is the Cloudmaker. They were by the opening quarter in 29 and 4. Through the stretch, they approach the half. Past due, Ratty Colt. They still sit 1-2. Now stepping to the outside, third is Guinness. Catero taking a look out of 4. Shakatees on the outside is now racing in 5 at the rail. 6th, Township Opal. They move on now past the 5/8, the half in a minute. And 3/5 seconds, past due by 2 lengths. Rowdy Colt, Guinness on the outside third, with Catero racing fourth. Fifth along the rail, Township Opal. Outside, Shakatees has 6. They approach 3/4. A minute 3 the half. It's past due, leading the way. Guinness now getting closer on the outside second. Dropping back, Rowdy Colt third on the outside. Fourth is Catero. Township Opal locked in at the rail, racing in 5. Heading past the 7/8 on the outside. Guinness now sticking a neck in front. Past due, battling back second. 1:31 and 3 the 3/4. Catero has moved up into 3. Off the turn and through the stretch for the final time. They're led home by Guinness. With past due racing second. Catero is pacing along third. Shakatees fourth, but it will be Guinness drawing off to win it. Past due finishes second with Catero third. The 9th race winner, number 9, Guinness, a 5-year-old gelding by Sample Fulla of Nancy Laughlin, Ernie Laughlin driving. The mile in 2:03 and 4. Race 10, top of the stretch, has Frank Justice, Matsky, NS Playboy, Full Lunar Eclipse, Chems Reserve, Wanna Get Lucky, Lady Vet, Cobequid Noble, and Major Trawl. They are off and pacing at the rail. Frank Justice is away looking to grab the early lead. NS Playboy in the center is away second. 3 wide. Lady Vet is racing third on the inside fourth. As they head by the opening 8th, Major Trawl, they continue into the backstretch. Frank Justice on the outside is NS Playboy second. At the rail, Major Trawl gets away third. Parked out, Lady Vet is fourth. Away fifth is Matsky, settling in the 6th spot. Full Lunar Eclipse. Racing from 7 is Chems Reserve, taking a look out of 8 in the early going. Wanna Get Lucky. In 9th and trailing is Cobequid Noble. They continue into the turn on their way to the 3/8 on the outside. NS Playboy. On the inside with the lead, Frank Justice. In behind them, Major Trawl getting a good journey out of 3. Next in line, Matsky is 4th. Lady Vet parked on the outside, dropping back in 5. 6th is Chems Reserve, coming 3 wide in 7. Full Lunar Eclipse. 30 and 3 was the opening quarter. They move past the halfway point and moving up to grab the lead. And clearing is NS Playboy by 2.5 lengths. Frank Justice racing second. Moving to the outside in 3, Full Lunar Eclipse. Outside 4th is Major Trawl on the inside, and racing from 5 into the backstretch for the final time is Matsky. They continue on to the 3/4, the half in 1:01. It's NS Playboy leading the way. Frank Justice on the outside, coming back on second, looking for the lead. 3 wide, Full Lunar Eclipse racing third on the outside. 4th, Major Trawl. Matsky at the rail in 5. Coming 3 wide on the outside. 6th is Cobequid Noble. They move on to the upper turn. On the outside, Frank Justice matching strides with NS Playboy. Outside, Major Trawl is third in the extreme outside. Cobequid Noble is 40 into contention 5th. Off the turn with an 8th left to come. 1:32 and 4 3/4 in the inside. NS Playboy a slight lead. Frank Justice right there second. They drive to the payoff. Matsky on the inside going to the passing lane third. NS Playboy, Frank Justice on the outside. NS Playboy will prevail. Frank Justice finishing second. It's close for third. Riding back, the 10th race winner, number 3, NS Playboy, a 5-year-old gelding by Quality Blue Chip. Owned and trained by Bill Turner, Russell Burgoyne driving. The mile in 2:05. Race number 11 of the evening. Renee's Fella, Barnabas here, Magian Maverick, Tacoma Flame, Walk of Life, Feener, Kilkerran Fury, and Moonwatch. They're off and pacing on the inside. Rennie's follows away to grab the early lead. Walk of Life hustling up on the outside is now second. On the inside, getting away third. Moonwatch on the outside. Barnabas here is fourth. 3 wide fifth. Kilkerran Fury away in sixth as they head down the backstretch. Giant Maverick. From 7 is Tacoma Flame. And eighth and trailing the field is Feener. They head to the opening station. On the outside, Walk of Life now drives on to take charge. Renee's fella will race out of the pocket. Moonwatch is next in line third. Barnabas here traveling fourth. Fifth, Giant Maverick on the outside. Sixth is Kilkerran Fury. Como Flame is racing from 7. And eighth and trailing is Feener. They head by the 3/8. Walk of Life is dictating the early pace, leading the field by a length and a half, with Renee's Futta getting a golden trip second. Along the rail and racing third as they approach the half is Moonwatch. Barnabas here looks to the outside in 4. Fifth on the outside with cover, Kilkerran Fury. 29-4 was the opening quarter. They race into the lower bend on their way past the 5/8. Walk of Life is still out front, leading it a length and a half. Getting a good journey second is Renee's Fella. The half reached in 1:01. They move on to the backside for the final time, approaching 3/4. Walk of Life, Renee's Fella still sit 1-2. Barnabas here on the outside. Third, Moonwatch locked in. Fourth, Tacoma Flame coming 3 wide in 5. Sixth on the outside, Kilkerran Fury. Feener underway 3 wide 7th. They move on to the upper turn. Walk of Life looking strong out front. Leads it by 2 lengths. Renee's Fella trying to keep pace second. Moonwatch on the inside is racing third. Fourth, then coming 3 wide, Tacoma Flame. On eighth to come. 1:32 3 the 3/4. It's Walk of Life by 2.5. Renee's Fella second. Moonwatch is racing third. Tacoma Flame on the outside fourth. Down the stretch, it's all Walk of Life. Winning it by 2 lengths. Renee's Fella finishing second. Moonwatch third. Riding back, the 11th race winner, number 6, Walk of Life, is 5-year-old gelding by Paris Dexter. The Barry Fag in Moncton. Jim Davis driving. The mile 2:01 3/5. Race 12, top of the stretch, has No Debtor, Fascination VL, Island Navigator, Charlotte's Rebel, Velvet O'Hara, Ank and Hot Heels, and Bionic Trick. They are off and pacing, leaving the gate quickly. Fascination VL to grab the early lead. On the inside, No Debtor. Up on the far outside is Charlotte's Rebel wide now, racing second as they head for the backstretch. Time 1. Fascination VL emerging with the top spot. Charlotte's Rebel away looking for the pocket. The inside and racing out of 3 in the early going is Island Navigator. Racing at the rail, No Debtor has 4. Bionic Trick from 5. Ank and Hot Heels in 6. And 7th and treading the field is Charlotte's Rebel. They race into the turn onto the 3/8. Fascination VL will set the early tempo. Leads by 1 length. Charlotte's Rebel is second. Here comes No Debtor now, starting up first over third. Also on the move on the outside, Bionic Trick with cover in 4. Island Navigator stays at the rail in 5 to the outside. Ank and Hot Heels in 6. And 7th and treading is Velvet O'Hara. 30-2 the quarter. In front of the stand, they approach the half. No Debtor moving up now to challenge Fascination VL for the lead. On the outside, Bionic Trick getting a good second over Journey third on the inside. Racing fourth into the turn, Charlotte's Rebel. Ank and Hot Heel sits third over in 5. Island Navigator from 6, and Velvet O'Hara remains at the back. Onto the backside, 1:02 4 was the half. They approach 3/4. It's still Fascination VL with No Debtor within half a length second. Bionic Trick on the outside third, Charlotte's Rebel fourth. Ank and Hot Heels is now coming 3 wide in 5. They continue on to the upper turn. Fascination VL still leading the way half a length. No Debtor is racing second. Ank and Hot Heels now tipping up 3 wide third. Inside racing fourth is Charlotte's Rebel. In the center, 5th is Bionic Trick. Island Navigator 6th. Off the turn and through the stretch, 1:33 the 3/4. On the inside, Fascination VL is clinging to the lead. On the outside is No Debtor. 3 wide, Ank and Hot Heels. Fascination VL, No Debtor, Ank and Hot Heels. Fascination VL, Lincoln Hot Heels, and No Deader. Riding back, the 12th race winner, number 3, Fascination VL, a 6-year-old mare by JJ's Valor. Owned and trained by Kenny Arsenault, Kenny Parker Jr. driving, the mile in 2:05.